So this is a series called Tales from the Simp that I always wanted to do. Shouts out to the channel, a different perspective, and putting the battery in my back to go ahead and start doing it now. So I'm gonna tell you guys stories from back in my past, from when I was simping and shit like this. But let's get into this first one. So it was this girl I kind of grew up with from middle school to high school. She was always the attractive girl in the class. But when we got to high school, more so around senior year, we were kind of flirting and shit like that. She even kind of like asked me to go to prom with her. But I turned her down, and from that point, she wasn't fucking with me no more. So we stopped talking. We lost contact for some years. I was in college slaughtering some hoes for a little bit. I got me a little lady to make sure I had some consistent coochie. I was vibing out. We was doing what we did. I finished college and came back home to Miami. My relationship probably lasted 1 year after that point. So after that relationship, I was kind of fat, kind of chubby. I said, let me get in shape. I got me a job. I got me a nice job. I was a manager. At 23, 24, I was a manager at a Walgreens. Not a baby manager. I was like a big manager at a Walgreens. Because nigga went to college, you feel me, like that. So that's how I was vibing. I was making okay money. I was still at my mom's crib at that point in time. And I still was like kind of like relationship minded. It wasn't a lot of money, but I was making okay money. And I thought at this point in time, I could probably have me a little girlfriend and go on dates and stuff. I just was used to that. So I ended up seeing the same chick from high school on Facebook or whatever. So I said, okay, let me bust down on her. You feel me? So we rekindled that old flame, started talking shit and vibing, started going on dates and everything. When we was dating, I was really feeling this shit, like really feeling it. Only thing was, she was not giving up the goods. She was not giving me no coochie, bro. So I'm sitting there trying to do my best to just stick through it. So after a while, I'm just like, dog, what's going on? Why are we not smashing? And I'm sitting here trying to be somewhat faithful, but not getting none at all. So check me out. She had an apartment that she stayed with another girl. She comes and tells me one day, as we just talking, just vibing, she tells me that her and the girl used to have sex. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know you got down like that, but yeah, she definitely got down like that. So her and the chick used to get it in, but they don't do it anymore. So I'm like, okay. Now in my mind, it pops to me like, is this the reason why she not letting me smash her? We going to her room and fucking and all that stuff like that. I'm like, what's up with that? You know, I'm thinking like this has to correlate. I'm like, is she low key living with her ex? Cause they had a weird relationship. They was always be arguing and bumping heads about certain things, and the energy that she had towards me was kind of like, it was just kind of different. It was really different, but I don't know. As I'm telling this story, I'm starting to remember more things. Like, this shit was really crazy, bro. So I tell her like, yo, you like basically living with your ex-girlfriend. And she like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, like y'all, it wasn't just bumping coochies. Like y'all was really getting mad over stuff and really having like couple like arguments. Even now to today, y'all be having real deal like couple type of arguments. So like, what's going on there? And even me and you, we don't even vibe. It's kind of like off when we in your crib. But outside of the crib, you be like all over me. So it's like, I'm like, what's really going on? So time passed, and I'm still not getting what I want from the situation. I don't even think we were officially like a girlfriend and boyfriend, but things were just weird. I had a tragic situation. My grandmother passed away. And she was up in Atlanta at a point in time when she passed away. I went up there to see her. My ex-girlfriend was living in Atlanta. I wasn't in a committed relationship, so my ex-girlfriend knew my grandmother. I wanted somebody to be able to vent to that was understanding of the situation, and she came and seen me at the hospital. She came and seen me. She seen my grandmother. They spoke. And they was vibing, so I'm thinking like, damn, okay. So for my grandmother to get some rest, me and my ex-girlfriend left. We went out to Atlanta, we vibed and we smashed and all that good stuff. And I ain't feeling type of way, because if chick knew better, she'd have did better and gave it up. I was being a simp for her and being patient, but this opportunity presented itself, so I took advantage of it, you feel me? So I left Atlanta and I was really thinking like, damn, even though things didn't work out in a relationship with my ex-girlfriend, that was a girl that was all crazy over me. And I didn't have to chase her, she would chase me. This girl I'm with now, I'm constantly chasing. So I'm like, dog, I'm not really vibing this shit. This kind of, I'm not really fucking with it. So after that experience, I come back to the girl that's in Miami, and I talk to her. I need some type of reassurance in the situation, because right now, I'm not really feeling it. I need something. You gotta give me something. And by something, I meant some coochie. That's what I really meant. Like, we're going on dates. You getting my time. Like, we vibe. Like, what gotta give? Like, what are we waiting for? What are we really waiting for? Now, a month or two passed from that point, and my grandmother actually passes away. And it comes time for her funeral. Now at a point in time, even after the conversation, was not getting the results that I wanted. She was not vibing the way that I wanted her to. It wasn't that much of a change. I still ain't getting none. It still was like crazy off. So when it came down to the funeral, I said, okay, I want somebody that actually really give a fuck about me to be here for this situation. So I flew my ex-girlfriend down here to Miami to be able to be with me for that situation. And chick, I just basically like, you know, I basically just kept her at a distance during that time. My ex-girlfriend knew about the girl, knew of her whole entire existence. So even when I did speak to her, whatever like that, my ex-girlfriend was aware like the other girl existed. So the funeral happened, I'm vibing with my ex, and we chilling, everything like that. And one morning after the funeral, chick gave me a phone call. She called me when I'm sleeping in the bed with my ex. I leave and get out the bed and go and talk to her. She's asking me questions because she figured out some type of way she knows the girl is in town and she knows the girl went to the funeral. Some type of way, I don't know, but she figured it out. I just told her, yeah, she knew my grandmother. She wanted to come to the funeral to pay her respects, and that's all it was. And she also knew that the girl lived in Atlanta, so she was asking me when I was in Atlanta, did I see her? Did she come see my grandmother there? I can't remember if I told the truth or not, but it is what it is. Need to remind you, we were not in relationships. I didn't owe her any explanation for this stuff, but I just provided whatever peace of mind that I thought I was trying to give her. So my ex left, and then it was just me spending time with the girl. I had to calm her down. She still was kind of upset with me. I still was kind of like in a doghouse, but she realized like I got some competition, so she was trying to tighten up on how she was acting. But she still wasn't giving me no you feel me? He still wasn't giving me none, you feel me? So I'm just like, dog, bro, this is crazy, bro. At a point in time, I was really thinking like, dog, kind of rather fuck with my ex, but at least I got somebody that's crazy for me, rather than continue in this situation, because I'm a man and I have needs. Well, all fell down to I felt like I had to choose between the two, and I was going back and forth with talking to one chick, talking to the other, talking to one chick, talking to the other. And while having a conversation with the chick that's down here, I called her by my ex's name. She got out the car and she left. And from that point, I ain't talked to her for months. Now months passed and the chick hits me up and she says, what you doing? I tell her I'm at work. So she says, can I come and talk to you? She comes at the end of my shift. I come out there, she outside the car. She walks into my car and she wants to have a conversation. During the conversation, she tells me straight up, I understand why you did everything that you did. I should have gave you more. And no man has ever treated me the way that you treated me, being as kind to me, being as sweet to me. I was wrong for the part that I played in us not working out. And she wants to work towards us being together in the future. At this point in time, I was doing much better as far as making pretty decent money. I wasn't at my OG crib no more. I was living on my own. So the situation was much different, but I was not focused on the relationship at a point in time. I was really enjoying my bachelor life. Fucking hoes. I was fucking hella hoes, you feel me? Pussy was just falling out of the sky. I never had a problem with getting women. Pussy always came to me in waves, you feel me? Like, it was always the quality of the coochie that I was always concerned with, you feel me? So sometimes, like, after I run through a good little amount of chicks, I'll be like, all right, it's getting bored to me. Then I go and focus on myself and focus on some goals. And, like, once I finally hit these new goals, it's like I unlock a whole new level of pussy for me to go ahead and run through. That's the type of vibe I was on at a point in time. This girl said, hey, look, I'm sorry for everything you did when you was simping for me. Can we run that shit back? Can we run that simp shit that she was doing back? So I was like, you know what? Just cause I ain't never smashed you and I feel like you owe me something, come on. Come join the team. We good. So she did that. And the very first time we hung out again, we didn't have sex, but I remember us being in my bed and stuff like that. She's pulling my arm to put it over her titty while we cuddling and stuff like that. I think the only reason why we didn't smash because it was a short time. We only had a little bit of time to vibe, so she had to leave quickly, whatever. It was another crazy ass day that her and her roommate, the chick that she was like, you know, her basically her ex-girlfriend, we went to a nude beach. Me and my homies with her went to a nude beach, and that was fucking crazy. That was fucking crazy experience like that. and we went back to the crib, we vibed, still ain't smash or whatever, because the other chick got too drunk, too fucked up. So we was like, all right, y'all, just go ahead and go home. And I think that was probably like the last time I fucked with her, because my team was too strong. I just really ain't want to deal with her like that anymore, because she didn't deserve my time. To be honest with you, after all the stuff I went through, well, she didn't deserve my time, bro. I'd rather just deal with my team and vibe out, and that's what I did. That's what I did. So I don't know if that's that big of a simp story, because I definitely was simping like crazy, but I redeemed myself as well at the same damn time. I'm hot and cold with being a simp and being a nigga that fuck a lot of hoes. A lot of simps fuck a lot of hoes, so maybe it is what it is. But that was a simping ass story that I gotta tell. I don't know what you guys think about it. How long would you have lasted with talking to a chick without getting no sex at all? For me, it was almost a year. Really, almost a year. Probably like 10 months, man. It was crazy. I had no choice but to find some other sources, you feel me? And I did. It is what it is. And she told me she understood. What you guys think about that? I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Your boy Stacie. Now fuck with you, walk with you, fuck with me. Yeah, I'm out.